Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns, and I am here today to make some pansexual themed things. Is the next one on the list. Right, ideas. First of all, thoughts. I would like to make basically the same 4 things I've been making at the start of every other video. Bees, whales, frogs, axolotls. They're the bread and butter. They're the cheap and affordable things. They're going to be in every video, right? So, those 4. I would also like to make my pride capybara and the hoodie bear. Though I think I'm going to mix it up a bit for this video, and I don't think I'm going to have the hoodie bear with a clear pan pride flag on, just because I don't want to, just make the same thing over it. And also the colours that are in the pan flag are also used in a lot of other flags, so I'm running a little low on them. But I have this gorgeous snug as a bug yarn that is the pan pride colours, so I think I will do a pan hoodie bear with this as the hoodie colour. I think that's my compromise, so that we can get through all of these flags without me having to place 18 more yarn orders. So that's the standards. They're the things that are in every video, right? The things that I'm making specifically pan coloured for this video, the larger plushies. There's a few ideas I'm playing with. So, thought 1, drift octopus. Pretty, yes. Thought 2 was a spaceman. Because I feel like the pansexuals like space. I used to be one of you, I should know. But yeah, I was also going to utilise this. And I have some more white blanket yarn to make the little head, so his suit will be multicoloured and the little head will be white and black, and then he'll have some little buttons and things on him, and I think that would be really cute. So that was option 2. And option 3 was a hippo. I just think a hippo in pan colours would be cute, or an elephant, something in that vibe was the options. So I'm gonna have a look for some patterns. I'm going to see what I like. I'm going to obviously see how much of this I end up having, because these go quite far. This is lovely and soft, by the way. I love just touching it. Yeah, this is 300 grams, 10.5 ounces, 150 meters, 164 yards, approximately. So it should go quite far, but obviously, if I want to make everything pan-coloured in this yarn, it might not go as far. So I might have to do some things stripy and some things not. I'm not sure yet. Making my mind up still about that. Also, my thought was a lot of the other pride stuff I have is very loudly and proudly pride. So if I can try and have a few things dotted around in different flags that are a bit more subtle, that would be really cool. The other thought I had was a Panosaurus Rex. A Trypanosaurus Rex. I don't know how to make that a pun, but a dinosaur in the pan colours, using my block coloured yarn, but having the spikes in different colours and all of that sort of thing. So those are the options for ideas. I'm gonna go and make a bunch of key rings and small things while I think about what I want to do with the bigger things, and then I will be back to tell you what decisions I've made, and also to show you all of the key rings and the small things, because they're big cute and I just like showing you them, even though you see them in every video. Thank you for sticking with me, by the way. You will be watching this now in June, which means that my pride drop on my Ko-fi has happened. There is probably still things there. My pride market might also have happened by the time this video goes up. I'm not entirely sure where I'm slipping the market recap into all of this, so I'm having to record these in advance because there's so much to do for each one, so I'm not quite sure where in the lineup we are right now, but my first Pride Market of the year might have happened, it might not have done. There will still be stuff available on my Ko-fi, because I'm planning on remaking a lot of it for the August market if it doesn't sell in June anyway. So feel free to go and rate the Ko-fi, that is fine, it is linked in the description. Or if you would like to see if I've made anything else Pride themed for my Pride markets, Instagram is probably the place to see that, or there will be a what I made this week video with a more up-to-date idea of what I've made. just after this one. If this goes up on the Friday, that will be up on the Monday. So drop a like, share and subscribe to see more of what I'm making and all of the other colours and things that I'm making. But if you want to see what I'm making the pan colours, stick around. I'll be back in a sec. We are back and we have keychains. So right, where did we get to? We have these. Let's do these first. Right, I'm looking over here because my plan for what I'm going to make next is on here. So if you see me glancing down there, that's why. Right, pan bees, not plan bees, pan bees. So this is candy floss, lemon yellow and sky blue from Yarn Smith Chanel Chunky with white for the wings. Ooh, obviously I've thrown him, it's fine, we'll pick him up in a second. And I made 2 of them. They have 8mm eyes on. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? So I think going forwards I might change to the slightly paler yellow, just because I feel like, especially from this kind of distance, the pink and the yellow kind of blend into each other. But that might be my awful colour vision. Like, I'm not great at looking at colours. I wouldn't say I'm colour blind, I just struggle to differentiate between colours that are similar when they're close together. So if anyone knows what the word is for that, please let me know. But yeah, up close it's not as bad, but like you get a bit further away and they get a bit blendy. So I think the pale pink might look better in future, but for now we're using candy floss. Then in the same colours, same yarns, same everything, we have our whales. Yeah, yet again, 8mm eyes, same colour yarns, white bottoms, and they're just so squishy. They're so fun to squish. If you ever see me at a fair, even if you don't want to buy a whale, just come up and squish them because they're nice to squish. But yeah, so 2 whales, and that is everything I've made so far. Next things are axolotls and frogs. And then I've decided for the big patterns for this video, I made a plan. We have a plan, look at me, planning. Planning in the pan video, damn. So, still want to make a hoodie bear and a capy. And I've decided that I didn't include them on the plan. Well done, me. Right, okay, I'm going to have to adapt my plan slightly to fit 2 more plushies in. Let's check my note on my iPad instead. For the pan flag, yes, I've decided that the 2 patterns I'm going to do, I think I might have said this at the start of the video, because I think this is one of the flags that I only had a limited number of patterns in mind for. But because I have the pan coloured yarn, I would like to make a spaceman and I would like to make a hippo in that yarn. If I have enough yarn left, I will also make a drift the octopus because I think it'll look cute. So those are going to be the 3 big patterns for this video. So I'll go make the axolotls and the frogs and hoodie bear and the capy, and then I will come back and show you those, and then we'll get on to the patterns that are specific for this video. So I'll see you in a bit. We're back and we have things to see. So we have made 2 Beans the Frogs. This is the pattern by the girl who knots, in the colours baby pink, lemon yellow and sky blue from Yarn Smith Chanel Chunky with 10mm eyes. That's the beans. I have realised I am behind on putting mouths on the beans for the rainbow, lesbian, bi and now the pan videos, so all of that will need to be done before the first Pride market, but that's fine because they won't take me long. So 2 Beans the Frogs, and then I used the axolotl pattern by Loretta's Loops again, and we've made 1 that's just completely in the pan flag colours. So this is candy floss, lemon yellow and sky blue. I used the candy floss for this one because it was a little darker and I had a scrap I was trying to use up, but I've still got a bit of that scrap left. Because that'll work its way into a different project at some point, but yep, there was 1 completely in the flag. And then the other 2 I did was 1 in the sky blue with the pink and yellow flappy bits, and one in the lemon yellow with the pink and blue flappy bits, because I was going to do the same as I did for the buy video, which are actually right next to me because I need to film what I made this week, where I did one pink, one blue, and then they had the flappy bits on in the flags, the full flag, but I didn't have very much pink left, and I still need to get the hoodie bear done out of this yarn, so and I want to get a second trans hoodie bear done. Not quite sure if I've got enough pink for that, but we'll see. But this is the last flag that needs pink, so if we get it done, we get it done, and if we don't, we don't. But anyway, yeah, I swapped it around a bit and did yellow for the second body colour instead, and I also decided to only do the flaps that weren't the main colour, instead of doing the full flag again, because it worked out okay on the buy flag because I had a different colour of pink and blue. So I had the candy floss and the dark turquoise to contrast with the light pink and the sky blue. But with the pan colours, I've not really got that, at least not in a way that looks right for the flag. So I changed my mind. I have a second blue still, but it's a bit too dark. For the flag, it looks a bit gross when it's put with the other two colours, and then I don't have another yellow, so that's how that needed to turn out. And that is everything we've made so far. So I need to make the actual capybara part of the pride cappy for this video. I have the flag already made, ready to go, and I need to make a hoodie bear, and then we can move on to using that gorgeous Snug as a Bug yarn that I've bought that's in the pan colours to make a couple of bigger things for this flag. So I'm going to go and get the cappy and the hoodie bear done, and then I will see you when I'm ready to use the banat yarn. Not banat, the Snug as a Bug yarn, because I'm really excited to get to use that because it looks really pretty, and I can't wait to see if it works up as pretty as it looks in the ball. So yeah, I will go sort it out and then see you in a bit, I guess. Hello, I'm back, and I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit carried away. So this is actually the last clip in the video. First disclaimer, ignore this, we're sorting it. I know it's sticking up everywhere, there's not much I can do about that. That looks worse. Yeah, when I got my hair cut into this style, I forgot to tell the barber I've got a cowlick right there, so you can see that as soon as it gets long, it just does that. And I need to cut it because I've not cut it for months because I'm too lazy to. So we're ignoring it, okay? Do me that favour. But right, firstly, let's show you the last couple of the bits that I make for every video, and then I'll show you the bits that are specific to this video. So first we have the pride cappy. Again, my pattern. By the time this video goes up, we'll be well into June, so the pride crochet along won't be accepting new entries, but this guy will be dropping about the 10th of July now, we've decided, because at that point everyone's entries for the crochet along should be completed. That gives a bit of a buffer for anyone to message and say, hey, I just need a couple of extra days to finish it, is that okay? To receive the full pattern. And then sorry, I'm distracted by fluff. Yeah, then it'll be released to the general public. So I tried something new with this guy because I've tried new brown out, which I'll show you in a second with the hoodie bear, but I had just a little bit left, so I decided to do his ears and his nose in that colour. And then if you look at cappies, usually their ears and the nose are actually kind of the same colour as the body, and then the feet are really dark. So I did the feet in my normal colour, and then did the ears and the nose in this latte colour, and I think it looks really cute. So I hope whoever gets it and whoever wants the pan flag one also finds it really cute. So this is latte, vanilla fudge and rust for the browns in Yarn Smith Chanel Chunky, and then white, baby pink, lemon yellow and sky blue for the flag. And that is the capy for this video. Then the other, oh, I've just dropped lots of things on the floor. I'll pick it up in a sec. Let me show you this first. The other thing I make for every video is the hoodie bear. I'm a little bit frustrated with myself because the way I did the body on the hoodie bear, you can't see the pink very well. I should have done an extra row of pink on the body instead of yellow, but that's okay, it happens. You can still see it on the sleeves, and then the hood finishes the flag, so that's okay. And then on the back, you can see it poking through, so it's not too bad. I just wish I'd planned that a little bit better. But yeah, this is the first bear I did in the latte. You can see I ran out of yarn for the face shaping. The amount I had left that I ended up doing the cappies in wouldn't have been enough for the face shaping, and also it had been frogged as well, so it was a little bit weak. So I didn't want to use it. I might go in with a bit of acrylic. I've got some black acrylic, and as long as I keep it close to the eyes it should be fine. But I don't mind the way they look unshaped as well, so that's fine. This was also, I've been trying the skinny chenille from Yarnsmiths, the DK version. It's so thin compared to the chunky, but it works quite well for embroidery. So there's a lot of new yarns used on this one. I also ran out of Yarnsmiths pink on this guy, so the edge of the hood and then the sleeves and the body are finished with Parfait, because that's the only light pink I had left. And I had just enough to get me through the hoodie bear, and then we finished, so that worked out quite well for me. I think I've got probably just enough of the Parfait pink left for a trans bear, but I have ended up ordering more yarn for the gay video anyway, so I threw some pink in there just in case. So we'll see. I will try and get another trans bear done. I've also had to order more brown, because I realised that I miscalculated. I thought one ball would do all of the pride cappies. It uses a bit more than that. I think it uses about 16 grams of yarn per capy, so I can only get about 5 out of one ball, and I want to do 8, so I need to order a second ball, so that I had enough to do hoodie bears as well. I think I ordered more latte as well, so we have stuff for hoodie bears, and that's fine. Anyway, but yeah, this guy is done, and that is that bit of this video. I'm gonna pause for a second so I can pick the other thing back up off the floor and check that it's not dirty or anything, and then I'll be back to show you it. Right, we're return. So there was 2 things I said I was going to make for this video, but the plan did change. So I was going to make a hippo and a spaceman. That was the original plan, because it was going to be a hippopotamus and a space pan. What happened was, so I made the hippo. This is Crochet and Friends' pattern. It's an Instagram pattern. It's cute. Its nostrils ended up a bit wonky, but by the time I realised I'd put the eyes in and done the ears, he's just going to live like that, and someone will love him, and that will be fine. I can kind of make it look better by doing that. Then it looks slightly better, but yeah, he's ended up a bit wonky. He's just a ball. This is the first time I've made this pattern in a yarn this thick, because the other ball of Yarnsmiths I've used on this pattern was quite a skinny one, so I was expecting him to turn out a bit bigger, but I think he's turned out about the same size as that one did, just rounder somehow. But yeah, he's cute. He's really cute. So we have our hippopotamus, and then so I made that, and between making that and making the second item, I did a bit of a stock inventory of my current stuff that I've got, my like non-pride inventory. I went through that because I need better photos. My photos are a little bit crap, so I got my lovely partner to go through and take some photos for me, which she's done. But in that process, I realised I have so many jumbo plushies and they're all ones that have been with me for a little while and not sold. So my rabbits, my deer, what else? The big trans frog, though hopefully that's ours once we get to the Pride events. My implings, I've got 2 of them still, and they're again quite big. My jumbo Bronto, other things, right? So I have a lot of jumbo plushies. I thought it's probably a good idea to not add to that for right now, just for like the sake of my table more than anything, because I'm already finding it quite hard to display the jumbo plushies well. So I decided not to make the spaceman because I thought that would turn out pretty big from the pattern I was using, because the pattern I was using is made for acrylic, and in acrylic he turns out this big, but that's in double knit, and I wanted to make him in blanket yarn, and anyone who's made something in acrylic and then made it again in blanket yarn knows that that would probably turn out like here in comparison, so like a solid 12-inch height on it. So yeah, I decided not to make the spaceman anyway, is the culmination of the ramble. So I had a look through my patterns and tried to find something that would look cute in this yarn. Anyone who works with variegated often knows that it can be quite hard sometimes to find a pattern that's going to work and still going to turn out a decent size without being like too small or too big. So I landed on this guy from My Universe 64. This is a free Instagram pattern and it's Luma the Star. As you can see, I didn't have any oval safety eyes, so I've embroidered them. I think I've got a bit too big, but that's okay. I need to add some little blushy bits, but I'm not sure how to do that without it blending in with the pink. So I'm going to see once my yarn order gets here, hopefully today. I'll see whether the Yarnsmith's baby pink pops out enough to be used as blush. But yeah, I just think he's so cute and I think people will love him. So that's what I did as the second pattern, and I really enjoyed making him. He's adorable and he didn't take me that long, and I was thinking that it'd turn out maybe like sort of this big, not this big, but like that's fine, that's okay. I'm happy with the size that we've got for that, and I might make a few of them because I've still got about 200 grams of that ball left. So yeah, that is everything for the pan video. So to recap, we made 4 keychains, we made 5 small plushies, so that's 2 frogs and 3 axolotls, and then we have made 4 medium to large plushies for this video, because they're all, well, I wouldn't even say, I'd say that's medium, and then 3 larger plushies with these guys. And yeah, that is everything we made in this video. So that is a total of 13 things again. And yeah, that's where I'm leaving it. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to actually go instead of just saying that that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please drop a like if you liked it. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. I have 3 more videos left in this series. So I'm doing the non-binary flag, the arrow and ace flags will be one video, just because of the way that I've structured those flags. You'll understand if you watch the video. And then I am doing the gay male flag next week, so next Friday will be that flag. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Look at my Ko-fi store if you would like to buy any of my patterns. So this guy will be dropping, I've got a sneak peek for next week's video. This guy drops on July 10th is what I said, yeah. So he will be in my Ko-fi store for about £3 or £4, I think. I might drop him down to £2 for Pride, we will see. My plushies are also available on there. Currently it's only set up to ship to the UK and the EU, so if you're from outside the UK or EU, please drop me a message with the things you want so I can calculate the shipping cost for you. It just means that I don't have to charge a flat rate on everything. I can actually make the shipping a bit cheaper for you, if I know what it is that you want and can actually give you the right number. So yeah, I'm not against shipping to other places. You just need to message me. You can message me through Ko-fi or through my Instagram, both of which are linked down below. Yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Let me know in the comments which your favourite ply flag has been so far, because I've done 5 of them now, I think. And yeah, I'm still rambling, so I'm still gonna go. Thank you again for watching and have a nice day.